So see here. All right, so we are live. Today we're carving. It's Monday, April 14th. It's 1:02 p.m. New York City. This is the first time I've done a carving live stream. I'm going to try not to rotate my block too often to not make you dizzy. But this is pretty simple carving. It's just little lines and little textures. This is the texture of the rock in my print. And I'm taking away these little dark areas, these little black areas, and this will be the black lines and the black areas in the print. So these are the darkest shapes in the roofs. Let me get my print for you so you can see it. So here's the print so far. So the next color that will be on top of this will be one value lighter, and it'll be more of a reddish, a dark reddish color, a purplish color, more earthy color. And so all of these little shapes that I'm taking away, you'll see the black through these holes. So I'm preserving this black color by carving these little pieces away. And this is some fun carving. It's nothing too complicated. It's just some nice little shapes that you have to carve. We can maybe start with this larger shape here so you can see. And this is Shina plywood that I'm carving. It's really soft. It's fun to carve. The knife just cuts through this wood like it's butter. Doesn't hold super good details. Not the best for holding really fine details. But for this kind of work, it works great. But I can easily just carve this with just one hand, just holding the chisel like a pencil. And just slices through real nice. I'm cutting through my transfer sheet, which I printed out on my computer, my printer, from my Photoshop file from my photograph. It was actually a still from a video that I took while climbing. So just work around the perimeter of the shape. Get these little textures in there along the edges. I don't have to get super detailed with this carving. It's just general shapes here. So little triangles on the edges give it some texture. Anyone out there today? Any people from around the world? Make sure I'm on camera. I was hoping to have this done already, but I ran into a few problems with this transfer sheet. And the first problem was the last color that I printed, which was black. It was so dark on this wood that when I laid this transfer sheet down, I couldn't see the shapes. So I had to sand down this wood, this big shape here. I had to sand it down with some 60 grit or some 80 grit sandpaper, and I did that maybe 3 or 4 times, and I really had to scrub the surface to get the oil off of it. And then I was allowed to glue this down properly. But when I did glue it, I couldn't see the design through the transfer paper. So what I had to do is I had to print this off. I flipped it, I printed it off, and then I took this transfer sheet off of the copy paper, glued it down again to another copy piece of paper, and then I glued it down again to this block. So I know it's confusing, but in the end I needed this. So this is the printed ink from my printer. So I needed that to sit on top of this Gampi paper so that I could see it. Normally I just have it, it's printed on the other side, it's glued down, and I can normally just see through the paper the design. But I needed this ink to be on top so I could see it. So just took an extra step to flip the image and transfer it twice, essentially. So that was interesting. I never did that before. So that's my new procedure when the wood is too dark and I can't see the design. Marius. Yeah, I had some trouble transferring this design, so I was delayed by a few days, but I figured it out. Laying in bed last night trying to think of how I could get this transfer paper to glue down properly, and I just figured it out. I had to just transfer it a couple extra steps, and I had to really sand down this wood surface to let the glue adhere to it properly. So just a little bump in the road, and then hopefully this carving will be done by tonight, and then I'll be printing the next layer tomorrow for sure. 100% be printing the next color tomorrow. So I'll do a live stream tomorrow at some point. So once I have this larger triangle shape here carved around the edges, sometimes I'll just go around one more time just to deepen this area. And Shina plywood is layered, so the thin layer that's on top, which is the nice printing surface, it's very thin, maybe a 32nd of an inch. And then when you get underneath that, it's just like a regular, like birch layered plywood, or maybe it's all the same wood. I don't know. So I just go around the perimeter and deepen the cut, and then we can grab a larger chisel here. This one's pretty good. We'll just clear this shape right out. Make sure I'm on camera here. Yes, we have a plan for Friday. Caitlin and I are going to get together. We're going to do an afternoon session, I think. We're going to start at 2 o'clock. She said she wants to work half a day, which is fine. I'm going to ride my bike, I think, on Friday. Go take a ride out to like Sam's Point and back. I wanted to explore that area out there on my bike. So I'll park at the West Traps and head out from there on my bicycle, I think. Yeah, I'm also going to meet with a gentleman at the preserve there to check out the art gallery and meet with him in person. I think I'll plan to do that in the morning first, and then I'll head out on my bike ride. I forget his name. I got to reach out to him and let him know I'm coming. Yeah, John Ross. I was hoping to have this print done so I could bring it to him and be like, hey, here's the first print for the exhibition. Oh yeah? Easter Sunday Ranger. You have to get down to the far end of the cliff and do the Easter time too. I might bring my painting stuff. Bring it out there on my bike and set up a little easel and maybe do some outdoor painting. I gotta start getting into that again. So I'm talking about this climbing area with my friend here. He's usually my climbing partner on Fridays, but he has decided to go with somebody else this Friday. So I have to find a new partner for Friday. But I'm going to go early and ride my bike. There's a lot of good gravel roads on this property. Some really good gravel grinders. Yeah. Am I on camera? I gotta remember to check that I'm on camera still. Yeah. So we're gonna go 2 days next week instead. He's gonna make up for this Friday that he's bailing out on me. No, I'm excited to climb with Caitlin. I'll be forced to do some leading, which is good. So we're gonna make sure I'm on camera. Oops, I'm just bouncing around on this block. This kind of carving is very fun. Just low stress. Just turn off the brain and just keep chipping away at it. I usually put music on my headphones and just kind of get into it and zone out for a couple hours till it's finished. It's very meditative for me. Man, I was watching that Masters yesterday. That was very interesting golf. to watch on television. That course is so beautiful in Georgia. Makes me want to go out and play golf. I'm a terrible golfer, but it is fun to play once in a while. Yeah, I couldn't fall asleep last night because I was thinking about this print and how I could figure out a solution to this transfer sheet issue. But yeah, once I figured it out, I did fall asleep. So every little piece I take out will preserve this black color that's on this print. You can see the grain of the wood. Yeah, this shouldn't take too long to carve. There's not too much here. And after I'm finished carving this, I just wash all this paper off, let the block dry, and then I'll be ready for printing tomorrow. Just like little lines, textured lines. So yeah, I won't be on this stream very long. I just figured I'd show you. Do I intend to do another reproduction of a Dürer woodblock? Yeah, I do. I had so much fun with that. People really seem to enjoy those videos and that process of me doing a reproduction. I would like to maybe do one of his smaller passion wood blocks and do it to scale. and see how I can see if I can carve it. I might use a different wood though, but I'm not sure. Yes, but I do intend to do another reproduction of Dürer, and also some other artists too. Some other German woodblock woodcut the print woodcut designs from the same era. Northern Renaissance time. But I enjoy doing the print, something that the print or that the Met has, so that I can bring my print to the Met and do another video of my print next to the original print. Yeah, I learned a lot from copying that. Well, thank you. Yeah, it was really fun. I have the block here. Do I have the block here? I was thinking about doing, I actually laid another, I actually started this one. I don't know if you know that this is in an exhibition at the Met right now. It's a church, Frederick Church. It's a woodcut. And I glued it down to a piece of maple just to test the maple to see how it would carve. And I started carving some of it. But man, there's a lot of tiny, tiny little lines. And I'm pretty sure most of it was done with like an engraving tool. Like a little engraver. Rather than a knife like this. But man, that was fun. Getting into some of these little areas, excuse me. But I don't know about this maple, so I kind of just used it as a test block. But I would like to make this this reproduction at some point. So I don't know if I'll continue with this or not, but this is for another time. I got other things going on that I need to focus on. Too many projects at the moment. But that print is at the Met right now. I have to go look at it and look at that exhibition. Friedrich. Yeah. Not church. Let's see here.
It's 125.
I was looking for the catalog, but I can't find it. So yeah, I'm just going to continue on this. So you can stick around. There's not much going on today. It's just carving these little shapes. But this is another step I wanted to share with you. My son's off today, and he just informed me that it's 1:25. We have a play date scheduled in a half an hour at the park with his friend and his dad. We're gonna go toss around the baseball. We'll bring the soccer ball, maybe kick that around a little bit. and there's a skate park there. So I might cruise around the skate park if the boys wanna. They have their scooters, and there's not many people in the skate park. I usually like to cruise around, do a couple laps on my skateboard. It's a new skateboard park by my house. It's like all concrete, like really nice bowls areas, and super smooth and fun to skate on. I just take it easy. I just cruise around and have fun. I don't do any grinds or any tricks or anything. But I used to be pretty good back in the day. But man, when you fall on that concrete, it hurts. I fell last week just on my knee a little bit, and man, so I gotta be careful not to break my wrist or twist an ankle or something. So now I'm trying not to rotate the block, but I just realized I did. Sometimes it's easier just to rotate the block. You know, I can carve pretty well without rotating it, but try not to rotate it for you, but this is a better camera angle for down here. Yeah, this part of the process is very relaxing. This is like I usually like to do this at night rather than sitting around watching TV or being distracted with something else. Just come in here and do this for an hour before I go to bed, rather than looking at a screen or something. This is much more healthy for my mind before I go to sleep. It's not very difficult carving, they're just little shapes. No, not at all. I mean, if I'm doing really delicate, intricate carving, I will put on these magnifier glasses, which I have. You know, they're just like the cheap ones you can buy. I don't have them with me. Where are they? I'll get them.
I hate eggs. They waste so much time.
Yeah, so I'll just wear these. They're in rough shape. I've dropped them a few times, so I had to tape them on. But I'll wear these for just some magnification. But I have to get a new pair because these are looking pretty shabby. But I have to wear those when I do some really intricate carving. I can't focus that well. And then when I use those, I just have to remind myself to take a break every like 15 minutes or so and let my eyes adjust. But no, it's pretty easy on the eyes. It's not too strenuous. The blue light from a screen is worse for me. Like if I'm editing on my computer, if I'm doing work on my computer before I go to bed, that's the worst. Then I can't sleep at all. And the worst situation is getting sucked into politics before you go to bed on YouTube or something. That's the worst thing for you. Well, you can order prints from me and I'll ship them to you. I don't know how it works. You're in South Africa, right? I don't think I may have sent a print to South Africa before. But on my end, I just have to fill out a customs form. So round and round, we just keep printing or keep carving. Probably end this in a minute here. But thanks for checking out the live stream today. I appreciate your support. Thanks for hanging out with me for a few minutes. And I will have another live stream tomorrow. In the afternoon, most likely. Maybe about this time tomorrow. We will be printing this next layer. Alright, I better go because I got to get ready and go to the park with my son. He's off this week for spring break. So he's letting me do this little live stream, but now I have to take him to the park. So thanks for joining me, and we'll see you tomorrow.